My name is Frederique, and I'm a Sprott Shaw instructor for the practical nursing program.
My name is Julie Gilbert, and I'm a registered nurse, and I'm an instructor in the PN program at Sprott Shaw College.
I teach the PN program as well as the PNA program, and I focus mainly on long-term care.
My name is Dimas Kanisa. I'm a healthcare assistant instructor at Sprott Shaw College.
Why I chose to teach is kind of a complicated answer. I never thought that teaching was going to be something I ever wanted to do. I happened to have met an instructor while I was at Kelowna General Hospital who convinced me that teaching was a wonderful way to share nursing knowledge. And once I started, it became addictive and I couldn't stop. I absolutely love to teach.
I find it incredibly rewarding, and it's a different kind of practice than what I'd done in my hospital and community practice prior to that.
I'd like to pass it on to the next generations to be able to utilize them knowledge to to execute well during the clinical, during the practicum, during actually in the real the real life, so real dealing with the patients.
I started really when I was a kid, and I would tutor students in my class and help out. So I kind of always knew I wanted to teach, and I just stopped at one point and said, no, this is silly. I don't want to be full-time bedside nursing anymore. I want to transition more towards teaching. And one day I just quit and applied to various schools and finally got in, and I haven't looked back since. Still work at the hospital here and there, but for the most part, and it's only because I want to, for the most part now I work just with Sprott Shaw teaching.
If you don't have experience, it's not a prerequisite to start teaching. But teaching is another whole kind of practice from nursing. So certainly you have to have the nursing knowledge and experience, but teaching, there's a lot of knowledge and experience people need to have. But one of the requirements of teaching at Sprott Shaw College, as well as any college or university, is the IDP.
There were ways I could go about getting my teaching certificate while teaching. And quite honestly, I think that's really the best way to do it, because it's hands-on experience that you can relate to the information that you're trying to learn. There is so much teamwork and support that goes into my role. I have a very close relationship with not only my PNC, but my director. I know all of the people I work with by name. I can call them, I can text them when I have concerns or when I'm stuck and I need a little extra support. I have also provided that for other instructors. It truly is a very supportive and energetic environment, and I haven't met anyone who's come to work with us who did not feel the same way.
You know, every campus runs somewhat independently, but we all teach the same curriculum. So we are related, but not directly on a day-to-day basis. But within your campus, within my campus, it's incredibly supportive. We have a wonderful director who has the whole staff working together. During COVID, it's been a big challenge having people together because we aren't on campus like we used to be, but our director arranges group events for us to be involved in, which is really great. And in practical nursing, each campus has a coordinator of our program, the practical nursing program, and that is the sort of the nursing lead position at your campus. So yes, we are always working together. We're mentoring new instructors, we're supporting each other, we're helping each other with classes. If someone is ill and can't do their class, we work very well. It's an incredibly supportive environment, particularly for new instructors getting started. I feel like I'm given challenges according to what I need. That kind of challenge is available. It's a wonderful team environment to work in at a campus. It's like your home. It's like your home group. So yes, Sprott Shaw is a very good employer, very fair employer, etc.
I will say that I had a lot of support from the campus itself, like from the other instructors saying that don't worry about this. If you have a trouble with, just let us know and we're gonna support you. So having that, support in your mind, it just makes you feel like, hey, I'm not alone.
The benefits of teaching for me is I really get to go home feeling like I've accomplished something. I have good experiences with students. There's always negative experiences, but I turn those into learning experiences for me. And the greatest joys that I actually get from it is when I meet up with my students downtown after they've graduated, or 6 months after they've graduated, they find me on Facebook and send me a little message.
I would say it is a fantastic option for nurses who want a little bit of angle change from bedside nursing. You will apply all of that wonderful experience to a very good and new challenge. And I would say it is a fantastic way to develop the breadth of your nursing practice, is to mentor new students to hopefully become fantastic nurses. That's the goal. Maybe they'll be looking after us. They'll be looking after our family members. And so it's a really good way to broaden your nursing experience and give to the next generation of nurses. So I would highly recommend it for sure.
There's definitely a lot of teamwork and support as a teacher. My practical nursing coordinator, the program coordinator, and from other instructors in the group, there are more senior instructors, more junior instructors, and we all bring something to the table, whether it's experience from having taught the classes before or having difficulties in groups, because there are always difficulties, pluses and minuses here and there, and new ideas, and we can just springboard ideas off each other and help each other out.
There was so much support and so much kindness that it really made the journey exciting. I get many opportunities offered as far as additional education that I can do. I can sit in on classes. There's so many experiences that open the doors for you with Sprott Shaw, like different clinical placements that I would never have gotten to go to, that I think I have become a better nurse through teaching than I ever was through strictly being a floor nurse.
You're your own boss, which just means that you decide what the best for you, not only for you, but also for students who you're gonna look after. Because basically they need your guidance. You are there to guide them. Yeah.
I personally love how Sprott Shaw has very small class sizes. I went to school in the public school program for my nursing programs, both my LPN and my RN. There I found that the class sizes were very, very large, and I didn't have much one-on-one time with my instructors. So that's one thing that really brought me to Sprott Shaw, is seeing those small class sizes, and it really increases the time I can give to my students, looking at care plans, looking at their documentation, looking at skills one-on-one compared to with a nameless lab instructor that I had never even met before and that I'm probably never going to meet again. It really just allows me to give a lot of one-on-one teaching time.
One of the other things that I would like people to know maybe is not only do I teach at Sprott Shaw, but I went to school at Sprott Shaw, and my education compared to any of the public school education, I have had wonderful experiences as an alumni. I've kept up with the students I went to school with, and they've had nothing but great experiences and stories to share as well.
It's a really good opportunity for myself to study again. This is actually a good point. For the, we feel like ourselves as nurses, we already know everything now. So we still have lacking skills. I mean, well, for myself, I'm being honest with you, I personally feel like when I learn, study again, when I'm teaching again, it's bringing back the memories, what my previous instructor taught me at school, and then I can teach my students now, mix them together to produce a good content or good knowledge that for my student can use in their practice.
I can say it's physically easier to teach than to do direct patient care. The hours are potentially better, but it certainly takes energy. And in many ways for me is very fulfilling.
I've always loved to teach. I love that moment when you are teaching someone, they're not getting it, and then all of a sudden they get it, and you get that aha moment. I love it.